Hi students, this is Shalini, Assistant Professor of English, St. Joseph's College of Arts and Science, Kadalur. This video is for the paper Indian English Literature. In this video, we are going to discuss the poem Obituary written by A.K. Ramanujan. Before going into the poem, we see few facts about the poet. A.K. Ramanujan was born in Mysore 16th March 1929. He died in 13th July 1993. He was an Indian poet and scholar of Indian literature who wrote in both English and Kannada. His academic research ranged across 5 languages: English, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu and Sanskrit. He published works on both classical and modern variants of this literature and has argued strongly for giving local, non-standard dialects their due. He wrote in number of genres. His poems are remembered as enigmatic works of startling originality, sophistication and moving artistry. He was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award posthumously in 1999 for his collection of poems. A.K. Ramanujan is a well-known writer in Indian writing in English. He wrote all his poetry in America, but the heart of his poetry is India and Indian culture. He has written his earlier poems in Kannada like Vagons, from Kannada in Speaking Shiva and some of the love lyrics. In 1976, the Government of India awarded him the Padma Shri, and in 1983, he was given the MacArthur Prize Fellowship. His poems, such as The Conventions of Despair, reflected his views on the culture and conventions of the East and the West. A.K. Ramanujan's theoretical and aesthetic contributions span several disciplinary areas. In his cultural essays, such as Is There an Indian Way of Thinking?, he explains cultural ideologies and behavioral manifestations thereof in terms of an Indian psychology he calls context-sensitive thinking. In his work in folklore studies, Ramanujan highlights the intertextuality of the Indian oral and written literary tradition. Here's some of his famous poetry: The Striders, Relations, Second Sight, the collected poems. Let's move on to the poem Obituary. The word obituary means a notice of death in a newspaper, including a brief biography. The poem is written on the death of his father. The poet explains how his death has affected his family and what his father achieved in his life. Father, when he passed on, left dust on a table of papers, left debts and daughter, a bedwetting grandson named by the toss of a coin after him. Here the poet says that when his father died, he left nothing for the family but problems like dust on a table of papers, debts, unmarried daughters, and a bedwetting grandson whose name is a little bit similar to his father's name. These lines shows the poet's dissatisfaction with his father. He does not seem to be sorrowful because of death. The poet is more concerned about the duties of his family. He has to pay debts of his father, he has to marry of his sister, and also has to take care of a young child who urinates in the bed. See the second stanza: a house that leaned slowly through our growing years on a bent coconut tree in a yard. Being a burning type, he burned properly at the cremation. The poet continues that his father has left a house that leaned slowly through our growing years on a bent coconut tree in a yard. The line means that they have inherited a house from his father which is leaning on a coconut tree and that in bad condition. The poet calls his father as the burning type, indicating that he was a bad-tempered man and would never have behaved properly with him or his family members. In third stanza, as before, easily and at both ends, left his eye coins in the ashes that did not look one bit different. Several spinal discs, rough some burned to coal for sense. These lines continues from the previous stanza. He is burnt very easily from both the sides, except his eye coin. Here, coin either signifies his anger or his greed for money, which did not look one bit different even after burning. There are also several spinal discs, so some of them burnt to coal. To pick gingerly and throw as the priest sat facing east, where three rivers met near the railway station. No long-standing headstone with his full name and 2 dates. According to the poet, the remains of his father's pyre are left for sons to pick. As the priest said, facing east, where 3 rivers met near railway station. These lines shows that priest forces the son to perform the Hindu rituals. The poet is in no way ready to do it. His father has no grave, as his ashes and remains are thrown into the river with his full name. In the next stanza, to holding their parenthesis, everything he did not quite manage to do himself, like his Caesarean birth in a Brahmin chitto and his death by heart failure in the fruit market. In these lines, he says there are also no 2 dates, his birth and also death dates. To throw light on his life, the poet calls himself incapable as he did not do anything on his own. The poet shows that his father took birth as a Brahmin, yet his birth was ordinary and even his death could not be controlled by him. In spite of being educated, he died in the market of heart failure and he could not save himself. Move on to the next stanza. But someone told me he got 2 lines in an inside column of a Madras newspaper sold by the kilo exactly 4 weeks later to street hawkers. However, the poet comes to know that 2 lines were written for him in an inside column of a Madras newspaper, which is sold by the kilo after 4 weeks of his death to the street hawkers. In 7th stanza, who sell it in turn to the small groceries where I buy salt, coriander and jaggery in newspaper cones that I usually read. These street hawkers sell it in turn to the small groceries. From these groceries, the poet buys salt, coriander, jaggery in newspaper cones, which he reads for fun. The last stanza, for fun and lately, in the hope of finding these obituary lines, and he left us a changed mother and more than one annual ritual. The poet says that he began to buy more of these things in the hope of finding these obituary lines which were written for his father. In the end, the poet says that his father achieved nothing in this world except those 2 lines which were written in the newspaper he could never find out. On the other hand, he left an unbearable burden on the poet. The poem is hence a critique of the poet's father and his incapabilities. Thank you.